Okay. Bree, would you please call roll of the trustees to be certain that we have a quorum?
Yes. Starting with Commissioner Kevin Boozle,
Here.
Commissioner Jean DiGirolamo,
Here.
Commissioner Robert Postal,
Here.
Secretary Latika Davis-Jones,
Here.
Shay Madden,
Here.
Aaron Dalton, Steve Jasper, Tumar Alexander,
Here.
Representative Jim Struzzi,
Here.
Representative Mark Rossi, Senator Christine Tartaglione,
Here.
Senator Greg Rothman,
Here.
Chair Tom Van Kirk.
Here. And how many do we have, Bree?
We have 10.
Okay, thank you. Having more than 7, we have a quorum for this meeting. I'd like to announce that the meeting has been duly advertised as a public meeting in accordance with the Sunshine Act and is therefore open to members of the public as observers. Participation in the meeting is limited to trustees and to those the trustees have invited in advance to take part. This meeting is being recorded, and minutes from this meeting will be available on the trust website after they are approved by the Board of Trustees. An executive session was held today immediately prior for the purpose of receiving litigation updates and legal advice, and that meeting was concluded after a 15-minute session. Having given those announcements, I'd like to, you were given the minutes of the August 22nd, 2024 public meeting. I'd like to ask if I could have a motion to approve those minutes.
Motion.
Thank you. A second, please.
Second.
Any discussion of the minutes? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Thank you. The sole purpose of this meeting today is to both make a couple of announcements regarding the Wave 2 settlements that have been discussed in other public meetings, and also to vote on a resolution that we can give notice to the counties of the amount of money they are to receive under the Wave 2 settlements. As you might recall, under the minutes that you just approved, we did discuss in full at the August 22nd meeting that resolution had been reached by the Attorney General on behalf of the Commonwealth with the so-called Wave 2 defendants, including Allergan, Teva, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and that they had to apply after the settlements were finalized. It was necessary to seek approval of the Commonwealth Court to incorporate and to make payments under those settlements pursuant to the court order which established the trust and gives the trust authority to distribute funds and subsequently supervise how the money was to be spent. At the time of the August meeting, the settlements had been approved, but the amended trust order authorizing the trust to distribute money had not yet been approved, and we did not know if it would be. We did have Lisa Ritter start to prepare the distribution sheets so that if in the event the Commonwealth Court moved quickly enough, we would be in a position to pay out the Wave 2 money so that we would not deprive the counties of that source of revenue so that they can continue with their very diligent efforts to both spend the money on authorized programs and to start trying to abate this this tremendous epidemic. So Lisa was prepared when the Commonwealth Court did rule earlier in October. They did approve the amended order and did give the authority to the trust to distribute the money. I would say that it did do other things. I would urge everybody, the amended order is on our website, and I would urge people to read it. The primary thing that it did, in addition to authorizing the trust to expend or to distribute the Wave 2 money, was to impose additional reporting requirements, not on the counties, but on the litigating subdivisions, which receive about 15% of the money. Heretofore, as a result of an oversight when the original order was proposed and thus entered, the litigating subdivisions did not have to report. The Commonwealth Court did say that they do now have to report, and we will be setting up the procedure for them. Their first reports will be due on March the 15th. Exactly what periods it's going to cover will be discussed at a future public meeting of the trust. There were other little nits that were changed, but nothing of significance that require my review at this time. But I do urge anybody who is interested to review it, because there were other amendments made in the amended trust order. That said, we have had prepared by Lisa, and there was distributed to the trustees before this meeting, a spreadsheet which details all of the payments that Wave 2 that would be made pursuant to Wave 2, including those payments that would be made in December the 15th. They would be combined with the Wave 1 payments that were previously approved in August and were mailed out to the counties, which were the Wave 1 payments that were going out December the 15th of this year. They are all going to be combined into one payment, but we did want the counties to know exactly what they were receiving under Wave 2, as well as future payments they may receive under Wave 2. Previously, the counties last year were given a spreadsheet which detailed all of the payments that they will receive under Wave 1 from the time that they received the first payment in August of 2022 for the next 18 years, or however long the payments were going to continue. So they will now be receiving the Wave 2 if we approve the resolution that we are considering today. It is a significant amount of money, I will say. If you consider that the counties received under Wave 1, both in August of 2022, or December of 2022, December of 2023, a total of about $136 million in this Wave 2 payment. They are going to be receiving an additional $247 million, both the counties and the litigating and the litigating subdivision. So it is a significant, they're going to be receiving an additional 176, so that they will have a total of 246 million that will have been distributed, the bulk of which, or much of which, they will be receiving in December. They're under the same requirements to spend the money within 18 months. They'll be under the same reporting to the trust how they spent the money, so that we can be sure that they comply with the requirements of Exhibit E. That's the process that we've been going through for the last 6 months, both in public meetings, in work group meetings, in the dispute resolution committee, and that process will be ongoing, but will include this additional money. The one variation from needing to spend the money within 18 months is with respect to whatever money the counties and litigating subdivisions will be receiving under Walmart. Walmart is making their entire payment within 1 year, and we thought it prudent to allow them 42 months to spend that money because it is such a significant one-time payment. And the Commonwealth Court did agree to that, and they in fact built that 42-month period into their amended order. So that is part of the order that I was discussing. So there was in your packet, as I said, the information concerning what payments we would like to be able to notify the counties that they're going to be receiving on December 15th. If the trust today approves the material that was in your package, being the spreadsheet that details that information, we would intend, as I said, to pay the money out on December 15th. So I know that was a hurried overview of a large amount of material that was distributed beforehand, but I do feel as if there was a forewarning of this coming at the August 22nd meeting. But I am thankful to the Commonwealth Court and thankful to the Attorney General's office for pursuing this as diligently as they did, so we can get this additional $176 million out and into the hands of the counties and litigating subdivisions. Are there any questions? Hearing none, I would like to ask for a resolution, which I will propose. And then we can have if we can have a motion and a second to that resolution, we can have any discussion of the resolution that the trustees would like to have. So the resolution, relatively lengthy, pursuant to sections 5D2 of the Commonwealth Court order dated July 12, 2022. The Pennsylvania Opioid Misuse and Abatement Trust shall have the responsibility to notify each county and litigating subdivision of the amounts each will receive out of the county abatement and litigating subdivision accounts by September 1 of each year. On August 28th, 2024, the County Commissioner Association of Pennsylvania, as administrator of the trust, provided this notice to all participating subdivisions for estimated distributions to be made in December. Subsequent to the issuance of the September 1st order on October 15th, 2024, the Commonwealth Court approved the first amended and restated trust order, which among other things adds Wave 2 settlement funds on hand, approximately $192 million, to the Wave 1 funds, which is approximately $94 million. The trust was already planning to distribute in December, and that was provided to the counties and litigating subdivisions in the September 1 notice. Thus, the court's approval of the amended trust order results in the significant increase of distributions that will go out in December and for which the trust beneficiaries will need to prepare. Given these developments, the trust accounting firm, Meyer Dussel, has prepared a revised September 1 notice, which includes the Wave 2 funds and has been reviewed by the Pennsylvania Office of Attorney General and distributed to the board meeting and materials for this meeting. Trustees also received the draft of a cover letter to counties and litigating subdivisions, which will accompany the September 1 notice. Just as the Board of Trustees authorized the September 1 notice at the public board meeting, we are asking the Board of Trustees to authorize the revised September 1 notice to include the spreadsheet and cover letter. Accordingly, the resolution will read, resolved that the County Commissioners Association of Pennsylvania, the trust administrator, is authorized to distribute the revised September 1 notice to counties and litigating subdivisions in a form substantially similar to the notice distributed to trustees in advance of the meeting and after it is distributed to post the same on the trust website. Could I have a motion to that effect?
So moved, Kevin Boozle.
Is there a second?
Second,
Second,
Commissioner Post.
second,
Okay, we'll take Robert Postal's second. Okay, is there, having a motion and a second, is there any discussion of the resolution?
Just for clarity purposes only, on the payment that's going out, that'll be a single check going per county and or per paid participant, with identifying wave 1, wave 2 in the memos.
Correct.
Thank you.
Other discussions? Okay. Hearing none, could we please have a vote on the resolution? All in favor, please say aye.
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 All opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, the motion passes, and we will be getting this information out to the counties forthwith, and subsequently it will go on the trust website. Is there any further business to come before the trust at this meeting? Okay, the meeting is adjourned. I would like to remind the members of the Dispute Resolution Committee that we are going to be having a meeting at 1:30 to discuss the appeal of Northampton County. And we will be, as I said, convening that meeting at 1:30 and be hearing from Northampton and have a vote on that appeal during the course of that meeting. Thank you all very much for attending on very, very short notice, and I really appreciate your attention to all this detail. Thank you.